Private space tech company Pixel launched India's first private satellite constellation Firefly. All the world's current computers operating together can't do what this particular quantum computer is able to do. ISRO and IIT Madras unveil indigenous chip for space, is end-to-end indigenous development, which exemplifies India's capabilities in semiconductor design and fabrication. This is a pretty big move from maybe Make in India standpoint. Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Gappa, which is the first ever tech podcast show in India. We are the hosts. I'm Amogh,
I'm Sumedh.
I'm Mohit.
and we discuss all things tech in a simplified way. You ask why we do it? It's simple. We are technically nerds. So Tech Gappa is now available on Spotify and YouTube Music. So do tune in to these two platforms and listen to Tech Gappa on these two audio streaming platforms. So in today's episode, we'll be discussing about a lot of updates. Again, specifically, we have refrained from AI this time because we get a lot of updates in AI space. But today we'll be taking a look at some space or semiconductor sector, which is very different from what we discussed in the previous episodes together. So we have some updates from IIT Madras developing a new chip. Then in obviously in
Like um, like previously mentioned, when you said that you are specifically avoiding ML and AI in this specific episode, I think in the next episode we'll say the same and add in IIT Madras as well.
yeah, I think so. This is the fourth or fifth update. I think
Exactly.
we'll be covering.
Yeah, it has been
Just coming
Hyperloop,
in.
it has been the AI, it has been everything now.
Yeah, most more. I mean, in the last 7 to 8 episodes, 7 episodes roughly.
Yeah.
So you can catch up all things here. So, but yeah, again, like Sumedh, you are saying, it's like maybe fifth or sixth update from IIT
Mm-hmm.
Madras, specifically from IIT Madras.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so coming back to our, the summary, you can say in today's episode, we'll be seeing some updates from oceanic exploration from Indian government, is you can say. And also we have some updates from Microsoft in a semiconductor segment for that matter. So they have sort of developed a chip for quantum something computing, you can say, for that matter. So it's a new topic for us as well. So we'll explore it together, you can say. But yeah, that's all about what you'll be seeing in this episode. So let's begin. First update from Indian space tech is that I'm quoting here, Indian private space tech company Pixel launched India's first private satellite constellation Firefly. So it's basically a private firm based in India launching its own satellite with the help of SpaceX. And the reason why they are doing this, or they have launched this satellite network. So Constellation is, again, I'm considering there are more than 2 3 satellites. So it's like a pair, not exactly a pair, but it's like a chain of satellites, you can say, just like we see in Starlink network. So they have launched this group of satellites with the help of SpaceX. And the major reason, or the main reason behind this, is these diverse applications you can see here. I'll just read
Mm-hmm.
out. It's mostly food quality and safety, agriculture, vegetation, waste sorting and recycling. I don't know how waste sorting and recycling can be done with the help of satellites, but yeah, it's mentioned here. Then mineral exploration and environmental monitoring. So, like I said, I'm quoting here, the article says it is a network of identical artificial satellites with the same purpose and shared control design to work as a system. They communicate with global ground stations and at times interconnect to complement each other's function. So, ground stations is basically a receiving station placed in some country, and it is accessible to all the space organizations. So it's basically satellites communicating with somebody on ground, which
Mm-hmm.
is why they are known as ground stations.
Okay, ground station is basically like a network switch, so it distributes. for data.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Based on orbital altitude, there are three types which are described. First one is geostationary at an altitude of 36,000 kilometers from the Earth. It is synchronizing with the Earth's rotation. That's why it is geostationary. Then medium Earth orbit at altitude of 5,000 to 20,000 kilometer from the Earth's surface, which is traditionally serving navigation purposes. So that's a good move here, you can say. And the third
Okay.
one is low Earth orbit, which is placed at an altitude of 500 to 1200 kilometers above the land, which will primarily support research, telecommunication, and Earth observations. So, I mean, yeah, personally, or for that matter, this is a pretty old news, you can say. We sort of had a lot of new updates in line, so we had to push back this update. But this article is dated 16th of January, so it's probably a month old, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
almost a month old.
Yeah.
But main concern here is that, this firm Pixel is launching their personal satellites. So
Mhm.
it might be with the help of US based SpaceX and not
Mhm.
ISRO for that matter. But the major concern or major thing which we should be taking into consideration is that we are now into private space tech,
Yeah.
just like SpaceX. I mean, yes, we are launching satellites, or rather, a private firm, non-government firm is launching their own satellites in space for, as of now, for maybe navigation purposes, research purposes, mineral resources, and all sorts of exploration purposes. But we might see space tourism in near future,
Yeah.
which will be private. So it's just like SpaceX, which is owned by Elon Musk. Similar to that, we can expect some sort of services from Pixel, is what I feel.
Yeah. Such a thing could happen. I mean, and if you think about it, India is popular for, especially in the space sector. We are obviously popular for deploying many successful projects, that too in fractional costs of what the you know the richer countries what projects. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So especially if something like this is going to come up and is being funded and is currently going on, I think if they show good results, then why not? Space exploration, tourism, everything can take place quite soon. Like, yeah, most definitely. And follow up on the one of these medium Earth orbit satellites that they launched. So those are used for the navigational purposes, as you mentioned. So will they be serving the GPS network, or would they service the GLONASS, or would they go for that European Union something Galileo?
We also have Navic.
Navic, yeah, exactly. So yeah, one of the popular things, the first three, the actual which ones I had previously worked on some of them. So, which would they serve, or would they be common for?
Yeah, so again, these like all the technologies you mentioned, whether it's GPS, GLONASS, Galileo, or Navic,
Mhm.
these are, you can say, sort of protocols for
Correct. Yes.
determining the location. So in case of Google Maps, we use GPS, which is Global Positioning System,
Mhm.
which is the main protocol, you can say, or
Yeah.
yeah, you can say a method given by Google, if I'm not wrong, or given by US,
It was by US. It's basically
maybe.
developed by the military of
Ah,
US,
okay.
and it's quite accurate because it gives it has an accuracy of 5 to 10 meters or something. So it's
Right.
quite accurate. And just after that is again developed by the Russian people, I think. So it's also military. I don't quote me on this because I'm not exactly sure. I forgot what I read, but GLONASS is made by Russia, and it has a slightly lesser accuracy from 10 to 15 meters or something. And Galileo again has similar accuracy, and it's done by the European Union.
Yeah,
I think so. It was done in France or something. Again, I don't
we
remember the
need to check
exact.
on that.
Yeah, we need to check on that. But yeah, and Navic, I'm unsure of the specs because I didn't get to work on any Navic related navigation applications. So
Yeah, but the interesting part is we already have, like you said, Navic and everything. That needs to be checked whether these particular satellites launched by Pixel, especially for navigation purposes, will they be using any of these protocols or a different protocol, or what exactly is the application that needs to be checked? Because most of the satellites which are there in the orbit launched by ISRO, we are using the image data from all those satellites in government sector for that matter.
Mhm.
So it might be monitoring your fields for animal attack insurances and everything. So it's been there for maybe couple of years or three or 4 years for now.
Mhm.
So this might be addition to that. I mean, this can also, or rather, we should look at it at this particular event as releasing the burden from the government sector.
or making the option is as well. So
Yes.
this will be
So
privatized. So I
correct.
don't know who will be the subscribers for that services that we need to check. So so there will be a competition as well as there will
Maybe.
be option. So that is for sure because
Yeah, but
there
yeah,
there were no options available to be honest for the Indian people for the uh, against from the ISRO basically. So all these activities related to the spaces to go through the ISRO.
correct.
So now there is a option available as well as the private thing is also there. So there will be no limitation as such to go forward with that organizations.
But yeah, from consumer standpoint, yes, it is definitely going to help. I mean, if you are getting 100% or maybe 98% accuracy rate as that of Google Maps, so yes, we will be having some options. Or for that matter, like I said, for all sorts of image data, when it comes to agriculture, when it comes to research, when it comes to environmental case studies, it more the data, I mean, yeah, more the merrier, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Anytime.
anytime.
But is there any limitation to like for the satellites to be deployed on the space? Like for example, if right now there are a couple of companies having that particular infrastructure with them. So I'm not aware about it. I'm just discussing this point because there should be some limitation on the satellite deployment as well. Do you know any standard about it, or do you know anything, any information about it? So if you know, guys, just leave us a comment. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of, now that we're on space and all the things, we have another update from IIT Madras and ISRO. Again, ISRO and IIT Madras unveil indigenous chip for space. Again, I'm quoting the article here. So ISRO and IIT Madras have successfully developed and booted IRIS, which is a semiconductor chip designed for space missions exclusively. Built on the open source platform, it is derived from Shakti microprocessor project. So let's just take a look at what Shakti is. Yeah. So the Shakti project focuses on creating customizable processors for various applications. And the Iris chip is tailored for space applications, including command and control systems. And it can also be utilized in domains such as Internet of Things and computing systems for strategic needs. So I think strategic needs is defense, particularly.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, is what I feel. So Yeah, just okay. The introduction says in a significant stride towards self-reliance in space technology, ISRO and IIT Madras have collaboratively developed. Yeah, okay, we know that. And yeah, this development aligns with the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, aiming to reduce dependency on foreign technology in critical sectors. So how is that? So it is because of this factor. So the fabrication is done by Semiconductor Laboratory in Chandigarh. Packaging is done by Tata Advanced Systems Limited in Karnataka. And motherboard was manufactured by PCB Power in Gujarat. So, and again, design was carried out by IIT Madras. So this is end-to-end indigenous development, which exemplifies India's capabilities in semiconductor design and fabrication. So yeah, this is a pretty big move, is what I feel. From maybe Make in India standpoint as of now, but also in chip development for space missions only and etc.
Yeah. So I think so they are focusing on ASICs, right? Application specific integrated
Right,
circuits. Now,
right,
it's one of the most popular jobs as well in the electronics industry as well. It's a very high paying and very interesting job profile.
right. So again, they plan, to they also have some sort of, you can say, missions in mind. So the successful deployment of this high performance controller is expected to contribute significantly to future embedded controllers for space missions related applications, reinforcing India's self-reliance in space technology. So
Mhm.
again, this is more of, you know, self-reliant and how Make in India in space sector is growing,
Exactly,
sort
yeah.
of a milestone. So again,
Mhm.
I don't know how exactly they plan to utilize
Mhm.
this particular chip for that matter. But yes, this is sort of a step towards
Independence,
developing. Yeah,
independence
exactly.
in terms of the chip dependencies. So of course, so I've heard about there are a couple of comparison in a cost perspective with the, of course, the giant in the chip domain, like semiconductor
Right.
domain, and with the companies who are trying to develop their own ICs as well. So there was a huge cost differences because of the larger volumes. So of course, this is for the specific application. So they will be trying to target that those particular application first and make them independent. And after that, they can develop a separate division for, I think so, manufacturing of the chips only. So that is also the possibility in the future. So that's great. I think so.
Yeah, because nowadays, I mean, we all know what has happened after 2020, after COVID.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go into the global politics, but if you just take a look at how exactly the chipset or semiconductor domination has been
Mhm.
throughout the globe, we faced a shortage for all the semiconductor supplies, which is why all the countries have started. They took a lesson out of this and they're saying, you know what, let's just start chip manufacturing in our own country. And this is not only India. We have seen Vietnam, we have seen US, major players here, major countries here. So this for 2025 or post COVID, you can say a lot of people are focusing, or rather, a lot of countries are focusing on chip manufacturing and semiconductor manufacturing in-house because nowadays semiconductor is everything. We have screens, we have processors everywhere. You have EVs, you have normal cars, you have buses, you have trains, you have stations, metros, airports, everything.
Any embedded system, basically.
Exactly. Any part of electronic device has got semiconductor. So this is the aim for each and every country, or rather countries have started moving towards this direction. And
Mhm.
I think for space technology specifically, we are sort of moving into that direction of independence, like you said. Or for that
Yeah.
matter, independence, I'll just rephrase it. I'll say self-sufficient.
Yeah. Most self-sufficient, self-sustaining as well
Yeah.
after a while.
Self-sustaining is a really good word, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a monopoly per se, like a few other places have been, but yeah, a self-reliant country will obviously prosper better,
Yeah.
and there will be lesser dependencies.
Moving towards space and semiconductors and everything once again. We we have this update from Microsoft. So this is not Windows update. So Sumedh, we won't be taking a look at your rant
No,
this
no,
time.
no, no more ads. I'm done.
But yeah, I mean, they have developed a new chip for that matter, or processor, you can say, for quantum computing. None of us are experts in quantum computing and quantum electronics for that matter, but I think I found it interesting. So we will be just sharing it for a glimpse. Also, if you remember, or for the audience who are new to this channel, we had discussed about quantum communication in our previous video, wherein teleportation was discussed.
Teleportation was discussed.
It
Yes.
was episode 1.
Yes, it was episode 1. Yeah, that's correct. So again, what exactly is quantum computing and everything? Because it's too much to handle for us as well. So we won't be going into detail as of now. But what Microsoft has sort of achieved, we'll just take a look at it. So this new architecture, I'm quoting, the new architecture used to develop the Majorana, Mejorana, how should we pronounce it? I don't know. So the new architecture used to develop the processor offers a clear path to fit 1 million qubits on a single chip that can fit in the palm of one's hand, said Microsoft. You can see an image here. This is a needed threshold for quantum computers to deliver transformative real world solutions, such as breaking down microplastics into harmless byproducts or inventing self healing materials for construction, manufacturing, or healthcare. All the world's current computers operating together can't do what this particular quantum computer is able to do. So this is a very big statement, and also you can guess how big or how much of the computing power this particular device has. I mean, they're saying that even if all the computers are working together, they won't be able to achieve what this particular tiny device is able to achieve.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a short yet sweet update, you can say.
Yeah, most definitely. I think so. Even though I'm not extending more on this, the physics nature of this supercomputer per se, but such a development in the newer age supercomputers, we could say,
Yes.
that is the quantum computers. If if we start developing these, by this scale, I mean, by the way, like this came out of the blue yesterday. As far as I remember, I randomly read upon this article. Just it just popped up, and I think it's going to be a headline for all the tech enthusiasts for the coming week for sure. So we obviously share the sources for all these. So
Yeah.
even if this is like a very complex topic for anyone, do try and give it a read because it's very interesting. And since Amogh mentioned, we really aren't very, you know, we are not any kind of
Nerds.
experts. We might be nerds, but we are no experts in the
Yeah.
case of quantum studies as of now. So the article actually is quite informative. and people might be able to read better if they give it a read through. So we urge the audience to do try and read some of this if possible, and do drop in if you want us to research more and
Yeah,
share some
just
other content like this, or rather focus into such content as well.
just as a
So
terminologies as well. So whatever
yeah.
terminologies we are using right now, if you want more explanation about it,
Mhm.
just for that, you can just drop in the comment and we can explain it in further episodes.
Yes, we do read all the comments. And the very live example is that one of our subscribers had commented about Perplexity AI,
Mhm.
and this was
Yeah,
3 weeks ago.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
he wanted us to include or rather have a discussion about Perplexity, what Perplexity is, and how it is going to impact the AI market in India. And it was actually new for us because we were doing our own research at that time when this comment just popped out.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, yes, we do read comments. So, if you want,
Even I think the subscribers are into IIT Madras because Perplexity and IIT Madras again.
yeah, perfectly. So, again, now that we are talking about just AI and we just discussed about Perplexity,
Correct.
OpenAI is ready to set up data centers in India,
Ah,
says
interesting.
Sam Altman, who is the founder CEO of OpenAI.
Mhm.
So I'm quoting ChatGPT maker OpenAI has initiated the process to set up data center operations in India. Data from users in India and a few of its smaller bordering nations is likely to be stored at the same centers. So
So
after
one
this,
interesting, sorry to interrupt you. One interesting thing is he's saying that we are the second largest as a users for the services in a headline, if you can say.
yes, so says the nation, yeah, okay. Sam Altman says the nation is OpenAI's second largest market with a 3x increase in users from 2024 in 2024. So yes, we are I wonder who's the first one, but okay. I'm quoting, during his recent visit to India, he stated that the country's OpenAI, like you said, Mohit, is second
Yeah.
largest market with threefold increase in users in the last 12 months. And again, what he said, or these are his words, I'm quoting, I see people in India are building with AI at all levels of the stack, chips, models, all of the incredible applications. So I think India should be doing everything. I think India should be one of the leaders of the AI revolution, says Sam Altman during a fireside chat with IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw. So again, this is a big name when it comes to AI infrastructure and AI development and
Yeah,
everything, because we have discussed about Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav's statement in previous episodes. So
correct.
coming back to data centers to be built in India, so I think they're planning to set up a base in Bangalore. And yeah, okay. So Microsoft and OpenAI probably going to collaborate to build a data center in India during the Microsoft AI tour in Bangalore. The latter recently revealed a 3 billion investment in the nation to increase Azure's infrastructure. So Microsoft is investing $3 billion to boost their Azure infrastructure,
Mhm.
but it is unclear. Okay, Microsoft has long preferred Hyderabad. Okay, and that's fine. But yeah, I mean, okay, this is interesting. Microsoft recently purchased 25 acres of land in Mekaguda. I think I'm pronouncing it right, near Hyderabad. So we might see AI data centers from OpenAI in Hyderabad or nearby Hyderabad region.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, he's working or he has had a word with the union IT minister. and the IT minister is openly saying we will be having DeepSeek AI on our own servers. We will be having our own AI infrastructure.
Yeah,
So the hints are clear, is what I feel.
So it's
exactly.
all guns blazing basically.
Yeah,
So we are going all out.
we are
Exactly.
definitely. India is not just going to be an IT hub anymore. I think it's going to be an AI hub too.
Yeah.
So buckle up because it's going to be fun.
Yeah, because
Let's hope so. Fingers
yeah,
crossed.
exactly. And not only AI hub, I mean, we are talking about AI labs in space.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
last
So
episode.
it's crazy. Yeah, exactly. But yes, I like you said, it's going to be fun. So we are all gearing up for the AI infra war, you can say.
Yeah,
But yeah, speaking of which, uh, let's take a look at what Zomato has to offer in AI space.
yeah. Other than, the crazy notifications, I guess.
I'm reading out the headline and I'm quoting Masterstroke by Zomato as Dipender Goyal launches first AI product Nugget.
Hmm.
So let's take a look at what Nugget is. So there's a tweet from Dipender Goyal introducing
Yeah.
Nugget, an AI native no code customer support platform.
Mhm.
Nugget helps businesses scale support effortlessly, highly customizable, low cost, no development team needed, no rigid workflows, just seamless automation. So is it like
Yeah, those
something?
are really bold claims, if you ask me.
Yeah. So what exactly Nugget offers is that automated quality audits, image classification, AI voice agents that can engage in human-like conversation. So is it like a customer support
Mhm.
or for businesses just to check the quality or something of that kind?
It's kind of additional services they can
Yeah,
access.
but again, just a point there. Like if you scroll it up a little bit, it says that it can engage in human-like conversations. Man,
Correct. Yeah.
you're gonna be on call with bots nowadays. Like not even just chatting with them, you're just going to be talking with them too.
But we are already doing that. I mean, we already have Google's AI assistant. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know, but but
That is exactly what I'm saying. That it's getting a bit scary, I would say.
yeah, it is. It is definitely.
So a bit
But what
scary, you meant to
exactly?
say for the employment or on that sector, you meant to say.
Yeah, yeah, it's both. So not to make it very technical or scarier by subject for any reason, but both for the job sector, because it will take away jobs if deployed very well. And again, another one is that psychologically it's a bit scary. So you're used to talking to a human, and now
Yeah.
that you know that it's not a human that you're talking with, and every day people are getting so, alone, alone, alone in a way. Although we say we are connected socially, are we really? And we can go down that spiral, never-ending spiral of dilemmas and everything if we want. But all I'm saying is that having I would rather have my query solved by a human, because no matter how intelligent your artificial intelligence gets, uh, a person might understand my problems better because it could react in a more human way.
Right.
So to be precise, person will listen your problem very well, but they will try to solve it very well as well.
Exactly.
So
And even if they're
solution
not
is the
able to,
main.
yeah, exactly. And even if, say, the person is not able to solve my problems for any reasons, may it be policies or anything, there will be a case where there will be some conversation involved that might either escalate or de-escalate my issues, but nonetheless, it will go someplace that I think
Slowly.
I know explaining this is a bit hard for me, but nonetheless, I think a human touch for this kind of conversations would
Yeah.
certainly be more plausible or rather more comfortable than say
Where this going
conversations
to
with
use
AI.
it in what sensitive areas or sensitive application? That is the question. So
Yeah.
No, so again, I mean, the article says the AI tool currently powers over 15 million, that is 1.5 crore interactions per month for Zomato, Blinkit, and Hyperpure, which are all owned by Zomato. And
Mhm.
it is important to note that Zomato is offering this Nugget free of cost to two businesses only
right.
in contact in contract with other customer support providers. So what I feel is this is meant only for businesses and customer support.
Mhm. Mhm.
So this might be, like I said, just to check quality because it's recognizing the foods, dishes and everything,
Mhm.
and also human-like interaction. So customer support is what I feel is the main application.
Can be the thing. Yeah.
So this will be a mission meant for underwater exploration at a depth of 500 meters below ground, you can say, or below sea for that matter.
To
But
sea
it
level.
will, yeah, below sea level. But it will, or rather, the depth will be increased from 500 meters to 6,000 meters
Okay,
eventually.
that's
Even,
a very significant jump. Yeah. So
yeah, it will. I hope it is nothing like the Ocean Gate,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, let's see. So let's just take a look at this article and let's just take a look at the key points. So it is human operated submersible under the deep ocean mission. And
Mhm.
like I said, initially it is designed for 500-meter depth, but later on it might be extended to 6,000 meters. So the main mission is
That's
to, yeah,
that's like a 5.5 kilometer jump.
yep,
So
yep.
are they going to reach there slowly? I mean, by steps, or is that going to be the next jump, like 500 meters and then directly six
Yeah,
kilometers?
definitely they'll be reaching there slowly.
Okay, let's hope so.
But
And
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, they have not discussed about their future plan as a,
Mhm.
or vision because they say initially designed for 500 meters, but aims to reach 6,000 meters by next year. So it might be in a phased manner,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe.
obviously, yeah, yeah.
So we don't know. But yeah, I mean, the target is well set and clear that 6,000 meters would be the target. So they might
Mhm.
go there eventually
Mhm.
in a phased manner, maybe. So the main mission would be to explore underwater resources and ecosystem, so which is basically marine life and marine biodiversity.
Mhm.
So focus areas include identifying critical minerals, rare metals, and marine biodiversity. So biodiversity is basically marine life, corals, seashells, different types of fish, etc. So the mission supports India's blue economy with applications in sustainable fisheries and biodiversity conservation. So again, scientific and economic implications, again, like we have seen both economic and environmental importance contributing to resource identification. Yeah. So this mission aligns with India's space program, Gaganyaan, showing India's advancement in both marine and space technologies together.
It's a
Okay.
parallel.
Yes. So the announcement for this mission was made during the second mission steering committee in New Delhi, and Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh led this mission. So led the announcement and emphasized the mission's significance and importance for India's technological and scientific progress. So this is altogether a different mission and update. because I mean, yes, but like I said, this should not be something similar to what happened with Ocean Gate.
Yeah,
Hope not. I mean,
yeah.
we sort of should do a lot of research about before doing such explorations.
Exactly, but this case would be like a more scientific exploration kind of
Correct.
approach. That was more on the tourism side of things,
Right.
and I think that was not handled very well. It was just, led, or they just like, yeah, let's do it, and they kind of went with that. They didn't even have a very good, they didn't even have a person,
Yes, it was
maneuvering this.
remote
So
controlled, completely
yeah,
remotely
it's
controlled.
a
Yeah.
bit, yeah. So it's better if you if we have a better approach towards this, most definitely.
Yeah, but again, I mean, yes, as of now, it is the main aim is research, but tourism is also one avenue. If we are able to achieve, you know, all sorts of exploration under the sea,
Yeah,
we might also see some tourism growing in that space because just because we have some submarines going for research, we might see submarines going for tourism.
yeah, most definitely.
Okay, so that's a wrap for this week, and please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and comment Nugget down below if you're watching till here. And thanks a ton for watching. That's a wrap for this week. See you next week. Bye bye. Had asked for their own recipes. कहाँ से रे
I'm
बाबा
so sorry. God damn, I'm so sorry.
कहाँ
Please.
से तुम्हाला सांग जरा
Cadbury काय बंगार नाव आहे अरे. Cadbury कोण ठेवतं रे नाव? डम होतं ते. Yeah.
जस्ट अ सेक आर्टिकल काढू दे मला चेला
डिस्कॉर्डवर हवं तर लगेच उघडलंस.
नाही नाही ह्याच्यात टाकलंय
खूप मोठी जांभई देऊन काय झालं मी.
इज इट वेअर इज इट तुझ्या आईला कुठे गेलं हा, अरे ते सापडलं नाही मला
काय वाटतंय?